I'm Shelby Bonnie. I'm the host of the Innovator Series, brought to you by Technology for Obama. I'm here with Robert Hohman, who's the co-founder and CEO of Glassdoor.com. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Pleasure to be here.
So clearly Glassdoor has been an incredibly successful company. You've raised over $22 million from some of the premier venture firms. We're won a Webby this year for the most important employment site on the web, which is great. Congratulations. I want to talk, we've talked about kind of some of the innovation in your business background. I want to shift gears and talk about this coming fall and the election. And if you care about technology and if you care about innovation, why is this an important election?
Well, I think for one, I think that healthcare is one of the most important things that we've got to get right in the next couple of decades. I think that getting healthcare wrong has the ability to undermine generations of innovation because of the escalating costs that are taking place. While the healthcare reform we've enacted is not perfect, I think that it is a critical first step. And every time I hear a promise to repeal so-called Obamacare when Romney takes off, if he takes office, it sends shivers down my spine. I think that refining this over time makes sense. The law is not perfect, but it's an incredibly important first step. So that is probably one of my most defining issues. The other one, though, is the emphasis on infrastructure and education. So much of running a business, even in Northern California, where there's a lot of highly educated people, I'm acutely aware of how much I rely on this constant inflow of talent. And I'm really worried that over the next couple of decades, we're going to see that begin to fall off. And if it does, it's not going to be possible to fuel something like Silicon Valley that we see today.
Right, and it's not only that, but it's when you think about kind of STEM, some of the science, technology, engineering, math backgrounds as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you been involved in other campaigns?
No, actually. This re-election campaign for President Obama is the first time that I've actively gotten involved in a campaign. And it's largely because I think that so much progress has been made in this first term. And I feel that much of that's going to be threatened if we don't re-elect President Obama. And I also think that the work isn't done yet. I think that there's a tremendous amount of work left to be done in infrastructure, in education, and in many of the things that are fundamental to innovation and the things that I care about and my kids care about. And so it was time.
And how did you get, actually how did you get involved? What kind of started you down the road of being involved in a campaign?
Yeah, it was people talking to people. It was a friend of mine, Rusty Roof, who is on my board, who pulled me aside and said, asked me if I supported Obama in the first campaign, which I did, and said, this is going to be important. This is going to be a close election, and if you care, you should get involved. And I began to, and it's been really satisfying. I visited the campaign headquarters in Chicago, met with the technology team there, and contributed where I could on, the communications that they're doing. We work on Facebook a lot, so we were able to talk with them about what we do on Facebook and how that could be useful, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's great. Well, it's good to have you. So
thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.